I think looking back over how Canada has responded to international crises in the past is a good model for how we should do it in the future. I think we're asking ourselves questions, I think reasonable questions, about whether the world has changed from the times when Canada welcomed in tens of thousands of people in moments of crisis and built our country with that. And there are some people who said the world has changed and it's more important to be much more cautious about this. But I don't think Canada has changed. I don't think the world has changed that much. I think the world continues to need open, accepting countries like Canada to lead the way on allowing people to build better lives for themselves and their children. And ultimately, what is required isn't about bureaucratic red tape, it's about political will. Yes, there needs to be immediate short-term investments in increasing our capacity to process refugees rapidly, but that's been done before, and it's been done before with less resources than what we have right now. This is about Canada once again being the country that we know we are. And that's why I've been so encouraged by the overwhelming outpouring of support by Canadians for the plight of Syrian refugees and the need to do much more. And that's exactly what the Canadian government should be doing.
Sir, I'd like some more specifics on the same issue. What kinds of additional resources are you talking about? And also Katie's question about the designation, which seems to be an issue on the other end. How would you address that?
Well, as we're beginning to understand, there's been a bit of a catch-22 that the UN can't designate someone until they're accepted in Canada, and that they can't be accepted in Canada until the UN designates them. It is more likely more complex than that. But I think it's very clear that what is needed in this case is for leadership in our country that stands up and says, we want to start accepting tens of thousands of refugees in an immediate way. The government has made commitments, but as we've seen over the past few years, it has been slow to achieve even the very modest targets that they have set. We need to do more. Canadians want us to do more. We need to work with the UN and work with the appropriate agencies to make sure that they have the resources and the investments needed to process these applications as quickly as is reasonable. And that's simply what we have to do. Other countries are doing it. Canada should not be a laggard in this. We have built this extraordinary country on welcoming people wanting to build a better life for themselves and their families here than they could have anywhere else. And that's exactly what we need to continue to do again.
I don't think that answers the question about the designation, sir.
We need to work with the UN to ensure that we're not keeping our refugees stuck in a catch-22. Potential refugees stuck in a catch-22. We need to work with partners and demonstrate that Canada is open and determined to take in the refugees that we can to help alleviate the tremendous pressures and the tremendous crisis going on the other side of the world.